Good evening, welcome to CHS at 11. I am CHSAmber Lipman and I'm going to be taking you through some tunes. I have a very unique taste in music, I would say. I love musical theatre, which if you live in London, it's the place to be. So musical theatre, also film soundtracks. I play the flute and I sing classically, so classical music as well. Again, I have a very niche music subject taste, so I'm not hugely familiar with pop music videos, but if you're a fan of Moulin Rouge, it is now a stage musical and they did a beautiful music video for that. It really tugs at the heartstrings. Yes, so musical theatre is so emotional. If you've seen the show Dear Evan Hansen, it's the same composers that recently did The Greatest Showman, and there's this such a heart-wrenching song called So Big, So Small, and it's all about family, this mother raising a son all by herself, and it's just, the tears, it works, listen to it. I have been to the Golden Gate Bridge, but there's only one particular song that I know about it. If you're a fan of Supernatural, then you probably know the actor Jensen Ackles. He has a beautiful voice, and he did a wonderful cover of a song called Angeles. So that is definitely the first one that comes to mind. So as a flautist and just a fan of general like folk music and more of a classical music taste, I love Irish pub sessions. And so I went to one of those a little while back, and it's just such a good time. Like, if you've seen the scene in Titanic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's such good fun. So the one in particular that I'm thinking of is, it's in Indiana, actually, back in the States. It's a pub called the Runcible Spoon, so just a little bit of Irish home in Indiana. A. I think the future is really open. Technology is developing all the time, and it's so hard to predict how it's going to impact music. I think it could be a bit of trouble for music producers or music artists, so to speak, because so much of it is just freely available now. You don't have to spend money to listen to anything nowadays. So we'll see. I think technology could go in any direction. So I love karaoke. I actually go to karaoke every Thursday with my friends. The last song that we did, one of my favorites, Somebody to Love by Queen. It's such a fun one. Everybody knows it. So coming back to the classical music side of things, I love film soundtracks, and there's just nothing that will make your life feel more epic than just walking down the street listening to Pirates of the Caribbean or The Lord of the Rings. I think the Lord of the Rings soundtrack especially, I'd have to go with. It's pure epic. On my playlist, again, loads of musical theatre. Big shows, Dear Evan Hansen again, Hamilton, Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera. It's just anything that's on a stage is on my playlist. Mamma Mia. Of course, it's a huge hit nowadays, but I mean, who doesn't want to be on a bright, sunny Greek island listening to ABBA music? So, coming back to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, not that my life is that epic. I'm not hiking to Mordor anytime soon. But it's such variety in there. There's hope, there's grief, there's just everything in between. So, the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, I think, could be the soundtrack to anyone's life.